Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on the time zone. Now, after the Malaba by-election and of course other by-elections that took place in this country, Senator Khalwale was on a radio interview to air out his views as far as how the election has gone and his current situation. Remember, immediately after the conclusion of the by-elections, Khalwale was fired as the majority whip in the Senate and immediately replaced by the Bungoma Senator Wakoli. So, Khalwale is here. He's no longer flying the government flag on his vehicle. At first place, during the campaign, Khalwale stated that President William Ruto cannot access successfully in Kakamega County without him. That you need me to access Kakamega and succeed politically. He was asked this question by his interviewer. But surprisingly, Khalwale is denying to have said so. And his position as of now, he is stating that Ruto faces no clear obstacle to secure second term in 2027. According to Khalwale, Ruto can confidently win 2027. Anaweza. Khalwale ndiye amesema haya maneno.
As I was doing the story about your injection, yes, I came across a clip. Yes. You were saying the president cannot access Kakamega or Western without you.
I can't remember why I said that.
You have a clip that you're saying that the president has to really consult you or come through you.
No. The president of the Republic of Kenya doesn't need you to go to your village. He is the president of all the villages of Kenya and the people who reside therein. Because matters are usually open to conjecture and interpretation, one would be free to twist it, especially in these days of social media. Otherwise, I am old enough, I'm sufficiently clear-minded to say that I have an adult responsibility to speak nothing but the truth all the time when I'm talking in public.
President Ruto, let me tell you, 2027 kitaumana.
Uliambia rais kitaumana, kama anatoa rais.
Hapo ndio wakati unajua kwamba hapa Kakamega unahitaji Khalwale ndio ufaulu.
No, haijafika
kitaumana.
Kama nilikuwa nataka kusema kimeumana ningesema I said kitaumana. I was saying yes, and that was not the first time I was speaking to the same. I spoke to the same on the barrio of Maluli Njendi when I said, Your Excellency, the more development you do, the more you make it easy for me to look for votes for you for re-election. And for your information, let me tell you, up to now, President William Ruto has not failed to be my candidate of choice.
He will win 2027. Will he win in 2027?
The country has a history. The country has a history of all our presidents getting a second term. I don't see why William Ruto should be an exception.
The good thing is that the interviewer, at least he had some backing to his questions, and he was able to retrieve that video, the voice, and play to Khalwale, in as much as trying to run from that statement. But yes, he said that it is not just a walk in the park, going to Kakamega and thinking you will have the vote. Unanihitaji. That on aside, Khalwale went on to speak about the current situation that is in and the effect to losing the office where he was serving as the majority whip. It was obvious he will lose a vehicle na bendera iende. It was obvious he will lose an office where he was serving. It was obvious his staff will be fired. Because as a politician, when you come in with your team, the team that helps you in your campaign, the team that helps you in your political management. So you will employ them. It's a political reward, I can say so. He's crying to have lost 6 staff who served under him because a new person has come to the office and now he has to come with his new team to serve under him. So 6 staff have gone, and if you listen to Boni Khalwale's tone, the body language, it tells you that he do regret.
So perks in the office include staff, support staff, so they have run out of a job. I have a personal attendant, a personal assistant. I have a principal research officer. I have got a secretary. I've got an office assistant. I have got an office messenger, and I have got a driver. Those are 6. So the young people have lost their jobs. They were employed by Parliamentary Service Commission. It is nothing personal because the guy who took over from him comes in with his own staff. So there's a give way. Vehicle is only one.
Now, I want us to continue with our final discussion, but before we go deep into that, I have a quick and humble request. For those who are watching the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, when you listen to Khalwale at the time when he was campaigning, we saw a more bold Boni Khalwale, the energy, the confidence. But now, we are seeing Khalwale, who seemingly the confident is disappearing. He comes out more weak, Khalwale. He comes out a more complaining Khalwale. That is now the difference that is emerging here. This is a different Boni Khalwale who was in a campaign, and now Khalwale who has lost and is lamenting. The confident seemingly is going. But the big problem here is that you was injecting confidence in the people. 2027 is coming. But you speak like a loser. Yes, indeed, to some extent their candidate lost. And therefore, they are a part of that loss. But beside that, Khalwale is no longer commanding confident. So where are we heading to with this team? The reality is that once Khalwale started fighting this government, it was clear he was going to lose in terms of the office which was given courtesy of campaigning for William Ruto. Some positions are political rewards. That's why I told you even the staff that Khalwale employed there, they were getting a political reward. So if you are serving under Khalwale or you are a part of Khalwale's team, what you should keep in your mind is that any time you can lose, because it is not the first time Khalwale did what happened. Khalwale will be elected on this political party, but you give him 1 year, he jump into something else. You worked with him, but in a short time, he's against you. There was a time he was elected under ANC party. He jumped quickly to Ford Kenya. Before he settled on Ford Kenya, he jumped quickly to UDA. Before he has settled on UDA, he has jumped quickly to DAPK. And even after DAPK, he will be somewhere else. So, the team under Khalwale, hiyo lazima ujue na tabia ya Khalwale. Na Khalwale si peke yake. Mtu kama Malala pia. When you are working under Malala, you get some rewards. Ukipata mshahara unasema hallelujah. Next month you don't know what will happen, because anytime Malala is unpredictable, just like Khalwale. He will soon change and you lose your position. So, watu wa Khalwale lazima mkwe, you prepared your mind for that. You can just serve for a specific time, not being sure if tomorrow you will be serving there. Because anytime Khalwale will disagree with his boss and then such stand is punishable. Hiyo lazima ujue. Now, hiyo kando, tunaona Khalwale ambaye anayumba. Khalwale who told us confidently that Ruto is going to lose. He's telling us that there's no clear obstacle for second term in 2027 for Ruto. Hajaona any clear obstacle. But they used to tell us that this man, he will go and all that. What has made him to change? Threats, intimidation, or what? Of course, we know his security. It was withdrawn. Maybe it has been restored. Sababu sasa kampeni zimeisha. Hako na security kisheria. Even Governor George Natembea hakuwa na security. So Khalwale anaona sasa hizi you have to hire private security and you pay them. Raila huwa anapitia mambo kama haya, lakini alikuwa anapitia because now Raila is the past. Lazima ujifunze, ukitaka kupigana na serikali you must be prepared to hire your own security and how you go about the situation to lose even some position and the benefit that you have been enjoying. That is obvious. Khalwale should keep on building confidence in his supporters. Even where he knows that it is hard, you must continue to build confidence in these people. Otherwise, he is no longer promising. I don't know if yes, but please let us meet in the comment section so that we can continue with our discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.